Good morning. I'm Dr. Ruddy. Welcome to Herd Immunity, where wisdom is your best defense. I want to talk to you this morning about what's going on with Delta COVID. We're clearly in the shadow of the UK's experience. So the question is, what can we expect here? Well, let me start with a story. I have a friend who has recently retired from a very major academic institution. She was the head of human resources for the law school there. So we're talking about a very capable person. She's retired, her home is paid for, she has enough money to live on for the rest of her life. She's no longer working, she's on the road visiting one person or another person. Party time for this woman. She says every single time I talk to her, she says that she's so glad not to be there in the midst of this academic chaos, especially at the law school, trying to sort through the questions and the challenges and the conflicts with regard to the pandemic and precautions and social distancing and classes and online and mandates and so on and so forth. And she says she is just going to sit in the bleachers and watch the show and eat popcorn. To which I say, you're going to need a bigger bowl, okay? Because it's very confusing what's going on with COVID in the UK right now. The numbers were rising. The Delta variant was sweeping the country, and the numbers were rising, and they were up to 50,000 new cases a day the last time I spoke about this, which was about a week ago. And the mathematical modeling predicted 100,000 new cases a day. Leave it to mathematical modeling to get it wrong. Garbage in, garbage out. It turns out that the UK, as of yesterday, was down to about 20,000. It wasn't up to 100,000, it was down to 20,000, and everyone is baffled. No one knows how to interpret this sudden, precipitous fall in the number of new cases. There are a lot of ideas put out to try and explain it. None of them have earned any traction in my mind. They all are flimsy. These explanations are flimsy. Why would a Delta variant, which is so infectious and seems to have swept the country rather quickly, all of a sudden fall off a cliff? I mean, it's a virus. Why would a virus fall off a cliff like that? It's not clear. The question is, what can we expect here in the United States? The answer is, I don't have a clue. I don't think anybody has a clue. Will it sweep across the country the way it did in the UK, and there'll be a bump, and then a whimper, that's the end of it? Or will there be a more vigorous experience here in the United States? It's really hard to say. I think at this point, the recommendation would be just to remain calm and observant. Like a hurricane that is predicted to form, or that has formed, way off in the East Atlantic, that looks like it gains strength and become more powerful, and who knows where it's going to go. And maybe it'll go here, and maybe it'll go there. A lot of times these hurricanes, they just sort of wash out. Some of them form, and they hit the mountains of some Caribbean island, and that's the end of it. They get swept north and end up dying in the North Sea, dying of a bad chill in the North Sea. Sometimes they gain strength, and they can become quite large. And you still don't know where landfall is going to be until, the day before, maybe 2 days before you'll have a clue. Oh, this is going to Nag's Head, or this one's going to New Orleans, okay? So we're keeping an eye on this disturbance. Let's call it an East Atlantic disturbance. Delta COVID in the UK, an East Atlantic disturbance headed in our direction. We have no idea at this point how big it's going to be, how powerful it will be, what will happen here. We can hope, to the extent that hope is a policy, that we share the UK experience, bump and gone, or it looks like it's going away. Let's just see. remain calm, keep an eye on the weather patterns, and I will keep you updated as best I can. Remember, the two best medicines are love and mercy. Until I see you again, God bless.